Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, double honor to our elders that rule well. Salutation to Yakim that diligently puts his word out in truth and sincerity. Alright, so I'm just going to get into the basics on who you 12 tribes are, who you Israelites are. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans pursuing to the curses because we have broke God's commandment. And He put us in this horrible condition that we're in right now. You know? So I'm just putting this video out to push that vibration, man. That you are the chosen people of God, and we are under a curse right now, a punishment for sin and transgression. So I'm going to jump into the basics, Deuteronomy 28 chapter. We're going to jump down to verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken, listen, unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. What is a curse? A curse is the opposite of a blessing. So if you don't do what the Lord said, He said He's going to put all these curses upon you. It's going to overtake thee till thou be destroyed. Okay? So we're going to jump into one of the curses that's very heavily going on in the Negro, Latino, and Native American community right now, okay? Pursuant to the curses, because you are the Israelites of the Bible, the true chosen people of God. This we're going to jump down from Deuteronomy 28 to 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go one way against them and flee 7 ways before them. And what's that talking about? Cop shootings. The fact that a cop show up on a block, everybody run like roaches. You know, King David never ran from his enemies. But pursuing the curses, we were stripped for our strength. So I'll read that again. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemy. Right. What does it mean to be smitten? To kill. So the Lord said He's going to cause us to be killed before our enemies. What is that? Philando Castile. Tamir Rice. The list goes on. All these cop killings. Even during the time of slavery. Killed before our enemies. And we could do nothing about it. Okay? This is a curse of the Israelites of the Bible. Which we are. Because we haven't kept the law, statutes, commandments that was written down for us to keep. And that's why we are in this horrible condition. Reading on. And flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. That's why you got a so-called black man in Europe. You got a so-called black man in UK. You got a so-called black man in Africa. You got a so-called black man in this country. You got a so-called black man in Puerto Rico, Spain, Russia, Senegal, China. We're everywhere. So the Lord said He's gonna remove us into all kingdoms of the earth. We don't have a land now. We don't have a land to call our own. That's why we've been moved, scattered to all lands in the earth. This is a curse. Okay? So we're going to jump down to 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness. When they say, oh, that man is mad, that means he's crazy. So the Lord said He's going to smite us with madness. So you see how people down the street twitching their head, all bugged out, drooling from the mouth down, all on crack. The Lord said, I should smite thee with madness and blindness, meaning you can't see. You can't see what's going on. You don't even know who you are. You call yourself a Puerto Rican, meaning a rich port, a Jamaican, Haitian, African American. You can't be 2 continents. So you're blind. Reading on, an astonishment of heart, meaning to be amazed. Your heart is la'ab in the Hebrew, meaning the mind. So you're amazed in your mind of how bad the condition is of your people. The Lord said, I'm going to smite you with astonishment. Reading on, and thou shalt grope at noonday. Noonday is the afternoon. To grope means you can't see. So you should grow up at noonday because you can't find a solution to heal your problem. You can't find a solution to heal the black community, the Latino community, okay? The Native American community. You can't find a solution. So you grow up at noonday, meaning when the sun is out. As the blind grow up in darkness. As a blind grow up in darkness. When you're in darkness, you cannot see. So it's a curse, the fact that a lot of you jakes out there don't know who you are. You're blind. We know, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And that's why when we go to have a restaurant or business, it goes out of business so fast. Why? Because the Lord has cursed us as a people. Because we are his children, and we had disobeyed his commandments. So he stripped everything away from us. That's why we are not able to prosper in anything we do. Okay, you black community jakes out there. You tribes think you're gonna build some type of thing in his kingdom. It's impossible. We're under curses, my man. For transgression and disobedience. And thou shalt only be oppressed and spoil you evermore. So I want to get that word oppressed. And this is in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. I bring it out often. What does it mean to be oppressed? Okay, so to be oppression means unjust or cruel exercise of power or authority. So it's a cruel exercise of power and authority. Cops have authority. Here there's a so-called black male, Latino man driving home from work. You know, just did a 10-hour shift, going home to see his wife and his children. And the cops pull him over because he had a broken tail light. And next thing you know, he's getting 8 bullets in his chest. And now his wife is widowed, and the children are fatherless. That's a cruel exercise of authority. That's what oppression means. To be subject to taxes. You know, robbed daily. Interest rates. The fact that we can't get ahead. The rent's so high. Gentrification. That's a cruel, unjust exercise of authority. The fact that they're going to try to trip us. Martial law. The scriptures say, thou shalt only be oppressed and spoil you evermore. What does it mean to be spoiled? Robbed. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't have anything to your name. Nothing. But you're blind. So you think ignorance is bliss. That saying is true, man. You just think everything is everything. You can't see. But pursuing the Deuteronomy 28th chapter, 15 on to 68, these are the curses that we face as a people. And it's evident. And no man shall save us. And that's why we're still in this condition. Marcus Garvey tried, Malcolm X tried, Martin Luther tried. Hell, some say even Barack tried. And what's happening? We're still here. Our people still on the bottom, suffering the fury of the Lord. Y'all gotta get it through your thick skull who you are, man. This ain't no joke. So we know I'm going to jump out of that. Right, I'm going to jump to verse 44. Deuteronomy 28, verse 44. And he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. And he shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. What does it mean to be the tail? You're at the bottom of the barrel. You're doing the laborer's jobs. You're suffering at the bottom. Working hard, getting paid pennies on the dollar. And you built this country.